Now, Daniel's next trip is taking him to San Diego to meet a guy with an unbelievable, mind-blowing power. He's the fastest human calculator on Earth.
At school, we learn how to add, subtract, and multiply. But I'm here to meet a man whose brain has developed a mathematical power beyond everyone else on Earth. I've come to witness Scott Flansburg's claim that he is faster than a calculator, and to work out how anyone can function so differently. Scott tours the world on a mission to inspire kids about math.
Is it just 55? Are you sure?
I've come to this San Diego grade school to see him impress the students with his super fast multiplication.
85 times 95, 8,075, is that right? All right. Okay.
Something he finds incredibly simple.
Please grab a calculator, jump in the back.
Thanks.
I do everything. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, square roots, cube roots, perpetual calendars, algorithms, whatever I can do to show students that calculators can't beat my brain.
Multiplication, please give me two-digit numbers, and we'll multiply them together.
95
Times?
85.
8,075. All right. Let's try another one. Go ahead.
96
96 times?
times 63.
63. 6048.
Amazingly, Scott's getting the answers before I've even typed in the numbers.
43,
43 times?
99.
4257. All right, let's go. Another
He beats the
one.
calculator every time.
You guys go enjoy recess, all right? Nice meeting all of you.
Scott's math skills might impress grade school kids, but I need to find out more about his mental superpower. How does he compare to real mathematicians? I'm taking him to the San Diego State University math department to see what they think of his abilities.
Oh, hi.
The students and professors seem skeptical of Scott's claim to be faster than a calculator.
This number, instead of starting at 0,
So Scott decides to demonstrate his incredible talent by calculating the day of the week of any given date in history.
So if you guys have a date in your life that's special to you, like a wedding or a kid's birthday or
To figure this out, Scott must make numerous complex calculations in a split second.
So you mind if we start with you? You have a
Certainly.
date special to you?
October 1st, 1944.
October, and this is your birthday?
Yes.
October 1st, 44 was a Sunday. You turned 18 in 1962 on a Monday.
True.
Yeah, all right,
true.
okay.
All true.
August 18, 2007.
That was a Saturday. Okay, all right.
March 22nd, 1983.
That was a Tuesday.
No one in the world can do this faster than
That was a
Scott.
Saturday.
December 16th, 1980.
Tuesday.
2nd of July, 1986.
Wednesday.
The students are clearly impressed. Now I want to see how they compare to Scott.
I was hoping maybe I could pick some mathematicians out of the audience and go toe-to-toe with him. Anybody game for that? All right, you guys
Can
ready to
four
do it?
mathematicians armed with calculators and a computer compete with Scott's amazing ability?
You guys can use your calculators, your laptops, your cell phones, call your dad or your mom, whatever you got to do.
We have a series of 10 problems. Scott and the team from San Diego State, armed with calculators, will compete for this. Here we are. Ready? We'll start with the multiplication of two-digit numbers. Ready? The numbers are 39 times 78.
302, 3042.
3042 is correct. Scott got it first. 249 divided by 7.
35.571428.
Correct.
Wow.
All right.
Scott's speed is baffling everyone in the room.
A cube root. 314432.
68.
Correct. The non-zero base is 32.
32.
The number is 67.
99, 166, 233, 300, 367, 434, 501, 568, 6535, 702, 769.
As the challenges get harder, Scott is actually getting faster.
Okay, starting with a base of 0 and adding 10 times. The number is 48.
96, 144, 192, 240, 288, 3136, 3844, 3240.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that was good.
Correct. Very good. That concludes the exam. Spectacular.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure.
So how do you guys feel getting beat?
Humbled.
Humbled?
It's a shame.
What do you think of Scott? Do you think he's really a human calculator?
I'd say yes.
Definitely.
I think it is a particularly rare phenomenon that we're viewing here. There probably aren't more than a half dozen people in the world who have the capacities that Scott does.
But what is it that makes Scott different from the rest of us? How is his brain able to work so fast?
Through the years, I've had different hypotheses about why I can do what I can do. I still don't feel like I have a real good answer to that question yet, though.
To find out, I'm taking the human calculator to a neurological research center, and the results are more amazing than Scott ever imagined.
You might almost say this is a miracle.
Wow.
I'm Daniel Browning Smith, and I am a superhuman. My search for other superhumans has brought me to San Diego, where human calculator Scott Flansburg has amazed mathematicians with his unique ability.
Ready? 249 divided by 7.
35.571428.
They're certainly the most extraordinary skills I've ever witnessed.
Now I'm taking Scott to meet leading neuroscientist Dr. David Hubbard.
All right, let's take a moment to explain what we're looking at.
Dr. Hubbard plans to use the latest technology to scan Scott's brain in real time while he's doing his calculations. Now we will see how and where he's thinking. But first, I want Dr. Hubbard to witness Scott's ability.
What do you want me to do?
Clear the calculator. And what I do at the schools is the kids think I've just memorized all the answers, and I say no. So what if we pick a 2 or 3 digit number and punch it in, and that'll be our new 0. 27 plus now what 2-digit number you want to count by starting at 27? 62. So hit equals, you get 89. Next one's 151. 213, 275, 337, 399, 461, 523, 5856, 47, 709, 771, 833, 895, like that. I get going pretty fast.
How would you do that? Do you think the calculation is unconscious, is preconscious?
As soon as I get wired in, I fly. And I could actually feel it.
This
if
is
I'm wrong.
impossible.
And
You can't do this. You might almost say this is a miracle.
So Dr. Hubbard is convinced, and now he wants to find out what's going on in Scott's brain. Like any good experiment, you need a control. First, they're going to do a scan on my brain while I do math.
Wow, that was cool.
Now they'll scan Scott's brain as he goes through a series of difficult calculations.
So we're putting Scott into the fMRI to see if he is superhuman.
As the experiment begins, Dr. Hubbard tells me what he believes is going on inside Scott's head. And he thinks it's to do with a certain part of the brain called Area 44.
So one hypothesis would be, the one I think is most likely, his math area is where your math area is, but it's bigger. He's expanded the size of his Area 44. That would be what I'm going to hypothesize.
With the scan complete, we're about to find out what makes Scott a superhuman. The results show hot spots where brain activity is strongest.
This is Daniel. This is Scott. Red is activation. Blue is deactivation. You can immediately see where the areas of activation are.
Surprisingly, while doing calculations, Scott's brain is actually less active than mine.
So I picked this spot just to kind of make an overall point. Overall point, Daniel's brain is more active than your brain.
Interesting.
Okay, so my hypothesis was that you use your entire brain to do math. One of my hypotheses was not that his brain would be more active. I think what I make of it is that it's second nature, that this is easy for you.
You just said it. It feels like second nature to me. It's almost natural.
The ease with which Scott's brain can do math has surprised Dr. Hubbard. But there's another, even more amazing discovery.
So the two main areas that are supposed to activate are Brodmann Area 44, Broca's area.
Remember that?
And the parietal lobe. And so he's widely activating his parietal lobe. And that's Area 44.
Yeah.
So Daniel's brain is what the literature would have predicted as what one would see. A normal person doing a math task.
All right.
Okay, so now let's look at Broca's area in you. So instead of seeing that, we're seeing an area that's not the same as in Daniel. We're seeing this area up here, which is very active, very intense, but very localized. Little higher
For
up.
Scott, it's the explanation he's been waiting for.
It's here. It's conflict.
It turns out Scott's math area has moved to a part of the brain that controls movement.
This would be the area of action, of movement. The frontal eye fields, one of their jobs is to move the eyes to go to a target.
All right.
This brain area trains itself to make highly complex movements happen almost without thinking.
This is, for instance, not the area.
Perhaps this is what enables Scott to calculate at such amazing speeds.
For some reason, your math area moved out of Broca's area, you know, possibly genetically or congenitally. That could be the reason, is that you're doing math in an area a little farther up and away from where most people do math.
Wow.
Like me, Scott Flansburg looks just like a regular guy. But underneath, we possess rare genetic gifts. The human calculator is totally superhuman in my book, but what will Stan Lee make of Scott's incredible abilities?
That kind of mental agility is way beyond normal human capabilities. And it's this power of the mind that's sometimes overlooked when searching for superhumans.